Hmm. This is not union. You work for fucking Globecast. I keep trying to tell you.
You went on your union break. That's how you got hurt.
Don't open that. Put something in your mouth. It's a break already.
Shut up. Why don't you put this blue one up there? It's more casual over there. This is too casual.
What?
Why don't you put the blue one up there? Oh no, because you want it round, huh? You want it round, huh?
Hey, what's going on out there? Anybody out there? Hey, what's going on out there? Anybody out there? Hey, what's going on out there? Anybody out there? Hey, what's going on out there? Anybody? Hey, anybody out there? I just want to talk about some Panther business, according to the NFL business. David Tepper. David Tepper's got loads of money, y'all. $3.2 billion for David Tepper alone. With estimated math, I'm pretty sure that means that David Tepper probably made like $100 a second. That's what the reports here are saying, what I'm reading here. Imagine somebody walking around and giving him $100 every second of every hour of every day for the entire calendar year of 2025. This is what he made, y'all. Just imagine if this were baseball. Like the LA Dodgers, how they say we are the best team here in Los Angeles. Just pay whoever you want to pay them the most money to get the best players. In football, it just doesn't work that way because the salary cap and it's enforced. Like it's not so much in the Major League Baseball. So getting back to what I was saying is, with all this money David Tepper has made, like where can he use some of that money for the Carolina Panthers to be the force we are? If he's got all this money, he's got to give some of that money to the Panthers. I mean, it should be dominating as far as equipment, as far as recess tools, a resource tool. You got deep pocket, you should have an advantage. These are some of the things that we need to talk about and we should start seeing in regards to our Carolina Panthers. All the cutting edge, modern day facilities, all the new gadgets out there. The Carolina Panthers should have it because David Tepper is just lined with money. I want all the cool toys, What do you guys think about that out there? Let me know what y'all think out there. Come on, y'all. Let's talk about David Tepper and all this money that he got and how the Carolina Panthers could benefit from it. It's like a soccer team. If a rich owner, such like somebody like David Tepper, is not giving that money to this facility, to this team, then there's a problem. So what are some of the expectations you should, want or see from an owner like David Tepper? 3.2 billion, you know, in 2025 alone. What do y'all think about that, huh? All right. I am back. Who's out there? I got one viewer. Who's that one viewer, huh? State your name and your purpose. Man, what I'm reading about David Tepper, man, is ridiculous. David Tepper is making $16 million. Damn near in 16 hours. Basically, David Tepper is loaded, y'all. This man's got money. So I would like to see some of that money going towards the Carolina Panthers, in the facility, in everybody's pockets. I want to see all the cool toys and gadgets. I'd like to see that from this guy. This is not like the, MLB. You can't just go out there and buy the best players because, the NFL watches that type of stuff with the cap. So, to be truthful about it, not like baseball. Everything I'm reading, y'all, is about David Tepper needs to start coming out of his pocket and paying better coaches, better players, organization folks, Everything from the equipment to the stadium, things like that. And some are saying that they're not seeing it uh, quick enough with all the money that David Tepper is making. The question is, should David Tepper be taking a lot of his money and pouring it into the Carolina Panthers organization? My opinion is he's doing a lot. He's doing plenty. So I don't see that beef where he's not doing it. But I could be wrong. There's a lot of teams out there are cash poor, don't have that cash. You know, uh, teams teams like somebody like the Jacksonville Jaguars. I hear that stadium is pretty raggedy, and that owner's pretty supposed to have some money in his coin. So what's going on with that stadium? Um, this kind of hits on the thing that's going on in regards to Chicago Bears, soon to be the Indiana Bears. Good Lord. This is a different world we live in today, huh? So, what do y'all think about all that stuff going on here in regards to Chicago Bears moving to Indiana and Seattle being their franchises for sale? What's going on out there? Is this something that's coming towards the Carolina Panthers? Feel free to ask a question while you're out there. All you got to do is type it if you don't want to join in. There's a link in the chat. If you want to join in, you don't have to show your face. You can just use your Emblem profile. But if I'm the owner and I got all this money, I think I'm going to spend as much money I have. I'm going to make sure they have all the top chiropractors, all the top equipment, all these things. Because I want my players to represent my pockets. I want to be a winner. David Tepper says he wants to be a winner, so I would like to see some of these things put into action. You know, just have top notch equipment, top notch everything around with somebody like David Tepper, because this man has got some money. I've been reading about this cat. He's doing very well out there in the world today in this modern era. And so we deserve the best of that kind of stuff just because our owner has it. What do you guys think? They say there are going to be lots of improvements on our stadium there. They're going to tear off a back piece of it so you can see the city and whatnot. Things like that. He also owns, the Charlotte soccer team there. And they've done pretty good these last couple of years. So, but yeah, I definitely would like to see more of that money being spent on the Carolina Panthers facilities moving forward, SGA Sports Talk. What's happening with you, guy? How you doing? What do you got going on today? What do you think about David Tepper making $3.2 million like it ain't nothing? Making $100 an hour, they say, or a minute rather, not an hour, a minute, for 24 hours. He did in 2025. Don't quote me exactly on those terms, but he's making a lot of money. And this team, we're still mid-range Carolina Panthers. So it's not like baseball where you can go buy a whole bunch of Otanis, So, but I would think an owner of this magnitude, we need to see a little bit more flash, bang for our buck. You still out there? SGA Sports Talk? You look like, oh yeah, you's a Bay guy. All San Francisco teams. I know you know how I feel about this. How you feel about the Seattle Seahawks being sold and the Chicago Bears moving to Indiana, All right. Let's see, I'm back here. How's it going, everybody out there? Couple of people out here, Licora 3024. Hola. ¿Qué pasa? What's happening with you? You subbed me. Thank you, SGA Sports Talk. I'm trying to go back at it. You know, when I have time, whatnot, I'd like to do a real podcast. So I'm just going to sit here and use the StreamYard until I get everything ready. Try to gather up some folk. Talk about my Panthers and other people's teams and sports football in general because I'm a football guy. I've been here a long time. I'm pretty much a California native. And for the last 30 years or so, I've been following the Carolina Panthers. I'm a diehard Panther. I go to games. I don't just watch them from TV. And that's who I am. That's my team. That's who I rep probably to the day I die. Today I'm talking about folks out there who have rich owners where the pockets are big with lots of money. How should that money be, poured into the team, to the city? What types of things should we see from a rich owner, like somebody like David Tepper? Should we see that money being spent on a big-time coach, Anything in those manners. How you doing out there today, Leo? What do you got going out there for yourself in the world today? When I talk about my Panthers, I try to generally stay away from the hot topic that everybody else seems to be stuck on, which is our quarterback. But in regards to my owner, I think he's doing very well. He's skipped over. I think he's entrusted in some people he's hired because I don't think he's been in the media until the Federal McMillan won his Rookie of the Year this year. David Tepper popped out. So if you didn't know, this is Cali Blue, and I am the host of the 213 to the 704 podcast, where I rep the Carolina Panthers NFL football team. I've been a faithful and loyal member. I don't know about the loyal because it's maybe more the faithful because it's been very hard being a Carolina Panther for more years than not. But I've been a loyal Carolina Panther for the inception of the Carolina Panthers inauguration back in 1995. I'd say I became a true fan in 1999, 98, 99, somewhere around there where I really found myself to really be repping this team very hard. So once again, this is the 213 to the 704 podcast, hosted by yours truly, Cali Blue, and I rep the Carolina Panthers. As always, I'd like to have any intervention with anyone to talk and discuss their football team and mine. Sorry about that, SGA. I'm sure you can join. Hit the link. Hit the link, my guy. And I'll let you in here. You can introduce yourself. I'll put that link in there once again. Welcome. What's going on, my man?
Hey, what's up? It's my first time on your channel. I've
Oh,
never been
okay.
on your channel before.
Well, that's because my channel just started.
How long you been a Panthers fan?
I've been a Panther fan since, I say diehard. So I've been a fan the whole inception of the team, which was in 1995. But I say I really started getting into my Panthers in 1999. Yeah, when we had a quarterback. Steve Berline was his name, also a California resident, native. And he threw for a whole bunch of yards, like 4,400 yards, 36 touchdowns, and then he just kind of disappeared. He was a one-hit wonder.
Hey, viewers, make sure to subscribe to my guy, Cali Blue. Make some great Panthers content. If you like supporting the Carolina Panthers, go over there and give him a like.
Thank you. And likewise, you as well, SGA Sports Talk. So are you just a Sports Talk guy, or what's your favorite teams? I see here you're representing the Bay Area from your logo.
So I looked at the 2026 schedule, and we don't play you guys.
No, we paid you last year on Monday night, and I was there.
But we guys don't play you this season.
No, you don't play us coming up this year unless we get to the playoffs, which we aim to get back to the playoffs, and I'm sure the 49ers will probably be there as well.
So what made you name your channel the 213 to the 704 podcast?
Well, good question. Well, since I'm a California native, that is the area code for old heads like myself. 213, which represents the California Los Angeles basin, and 704 is the area code for Charlotte, and which represents their area code. So I just wanted the people to know where I'm from, and and who I rep and how I got there. So I have lots of stories and episodes in regards to anything how I relate to from the Los Angeles area on out to Charlotte. And I plan on doing things like, talking about the food, historical parts of the Los Angeles County, all the way up going through to Charlotte, and talking to all the people. Because fans aren't just from the state where the teams represent. Would you agree?
I mean, I would agree.
Yeah. And a lot of people always ask me, they're like, man, how did you just like you asked me, how did you become a Carolina Panther fan? And you seem to be a really true, loyal fan like myself. And it just relates to me. I always tell folks they kind of picked me as well. It wasn't just me picking them. They picked me because they did the things what I expected a team to do.
I mean, like when I was watching the Panthers and Broncos in Super Bowl 50, when Steph Curry banged the keep pounding drum.
Yeah.
I'm
That was an eye opener.
I'm a little that's kind of an eye opener because he's from Charlotte. He went to school. I think he went to high school in Charlotte, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, he did.
Oh,
And
so Um,
But he
so
plays for
he
your Warriors, right?
so
And you
he
love
really
him
loves
because he's
his
yeah.
Panthers.
Yeah, he loves his Panthers. It's kind of a home. I relate to when I think of that. There's lots of players. We root for this team because that's our state and that's our city, right? And they rep like San Francisco 49ers, they represent San Francisco. But the true encompass of the players and the people that work for the organization, they're all around there. They come from all parts of the United States, you know. So
I mean, if the Panthers make it to the Super Bowl again, I would love to see Steph pound the drum again.
oh, we'd love that. Yeah, he's a true matriarch of his game, and he's done things that nobody's done. So, yeah, and being a Carolina Panthers, we haven't won for many years. We haven't done anything so spectacular in the NFL. Yes, we've gone to the show, gone to the Super Bowl, but that just goes to show you how loyal fans can be at all levels in life. Somebody like a great sports person, like a Steph Curry, or to a regular guy like me. I go by Cali Blue. I'm just a regular Blue. But we all come together in one common denominator of rooting for your team. And his team happens to be the Carolina Panthers as well as mine. We also have great players throughout the history of Carolina Panthers that have grew up in Los Angeles County. Like one of our greats is Steve Smith. Have you heard of him, Steve Smith?
I've heard of him.
He was a wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers. He pretty much was broke a lot of records, got us to the Super Bowl. He beat the Rams in 2003, took us to the boat, but we lost it the last time. But he's one of our legends, and he's from California, just like our team that we have today, which is what sparked me to call my show the 213 to the 704 podcast. Bryce Young. Bryce Young is from California here, modern day. He went to school at Modern Day High School, which is in Santa Ana. Our coach, Dave Canales, is from Carson, which is in Los Angeles County. He was a high school coach there. He also coached at Venice High School. He also worked with Pete Carroll from USC Trojans. We have a lot of other players. We have our Rookie of the Year, Tedero McMillan, who is also from Anaheim, California, and played at ball out here. So those types of ties are the things that I'm.
So 213 is the area code for California, and then the 704 the area code for Carolina.
Yes, and 213 is one of the oldest area codes for Los Angeles. 704, I'm not quite sure its history, but I'm told it's one of their longest area codes, and that's what they represent. Actually, it should be called, to be honest with you, because when we speak of Carolina, we speak of the Carolina Panthers. It's in Charlotte, which is North Carolina, but actually the team is composed of two states, which is North and South. There's two separate states, if you didn't know. So the other area code, I believe it's 853. So to be truthful, it should be 213 to the 704/853. I thought that was just a little bit, but 704 is mostly known for Charlotte, which is where the Carolina Panthers play. Where there's
I looked at your mascot for the Panthers.
Yes, Sir Purr.
Adore. So I mean, I mean, like to me, like when I look at your mascot, to me he looks like an infant, like how he
very animated.
Yeah.
Yeah, innocent, right? He looks innocent. Hold on.
But yeah. So would you say your mascot symbolizes your team because if you're the Carolina Panthers and you have a Panther, would you say it has that much historical significance as our team is the 49ers, so we're having like a sourdough Sam, which is like the 1849 Gold Rush, and we have the whole history behind why we got named our mascot, what we named our mascot. Is there any history behind why they went with Sir Purr? Is it just like the Panthers and they just want to pick like a animal mascot, or did they just go with
I think Sir.
whatever.
I'm not sure the actual history of Sir Purr, but I can look at it from an outside perspective as a fan, and just say that it relates to our mascot, which is a panther. So Sir Purr is a panther. He's more of a childlike, or he's an innocent character, but he still is a panther, which is what the Carolina Panthers are. But he's more of a playful guy. He's nothing mean about it, anything like that.
Yeah,
So
to me,
the kids love Sir Purr.
the
Lots of
mascot for
kids.
the Panthers, to me, it kind of, because I have a cat too, so it kind of reminds me of if my cat was wearing blue makeup and he had the whiskers and the teeth. 'Cause I have
Yeah,
a cat. I own a cat too. So your mascot kind of looks like if my, it looks very similar because it has the whiskers and the nose and the eyes.
yeah.
Um,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, what's the what kind of
It's a
cat
black
do you have?
tuxedo cat, black and white.
Tuxedo. Wow, I used to have a black cat when I was a kid, and I also had a tabby cat. Tabby's like orange and white stripes.
I think the way the on your YouTube channel, the way you show the cat, it definitely looks like my cat when my cat gets like when he doesn't want anybody bothering him and he puts his teeth out and
Yeah,
puts
like
his
back up.
fangs out.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my cat. That's time when my cat doesn't want to play with you. So it definitely looks like how my cat how he makes the expression of when he puts his teeth out and he gets that whole look.
Yeah, yeah.
It's they're and the crazy part is when you look at a panther, it's crazy that they're part of the cat family. Like they're very similar to the member of the cat family. So that's why the features look very similar for panther.
Yeah.
Because they're part of the same lineage.
I made this one here, and I thought it was more of a background slate for the show in general, and that character that I put there just represents some type of rustic, edgy cat that represents a guy from LA, from the streets of LA to where going all the way out to see the games in Charlotte, representing the Carolina Panthers. So I thought it was a kind of a cool twist. I have some other logos here in the background. I'd like to hear what you think of those. Would you like to see another background?
I could see another one.
Okay, here you go. That was more coming from the city, like coming from Hollywood, leading on like a Black Panther going to the game and finding his way through the city.
Yeah, when I look at all these stadiums that you see, all these sports stadiums, a lot of stadiums are named after banks. A lot of banks and a lot of stadiums that you see, they're named after like a bank, like a banking corporation or something, like Bank of America, which is a bank.
Yeah. Well,
so most of the stadiums are named after banks. Like SoFi Stadium is like a credit card company. So Bank of America is a bank. So that's pretty crazy how most of the stadiums are named after banks. Like Levi's Stadium is not named after bank. So that's something I just found out that they just got maybe they got the rights from the company, the name to put it on the stadium, and they named it.
Well, Bank of America Stadium is in conjunction with they're in business with the Carolina Panthers, and they pay for the rights to put that on there. And as far as to add, Charlotte, Carolina is a bank city. It's a bank capital of the world. Especially
so I would be 100% guaranteed
it's a bank company.
If they had some fan fest for the Panthers, they would have Bank of America at their booth. Like when you go to a fan event and they have all these different sponsors that sponsor the Panthers, there'll definitely be a Bank of America table over there with some free merch, free little giveaways and swag, little stuff from Bank of America, little stuff that they're selling, that they're having for fans to get.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah. So, what do you think about the football? Any football news that comes to mind in your head? How about
to me, I like the I think I like the Mario, the Luigi
this one here, background.
Yeah.
You like the so these are hosts. These are buddies of mine. They're all Carolina Panther. Well, these represent who they are, characters, and I have 5 people that I will be doing my podcast with. And the Luigi one is his name is Mario, but he calls himself Sexy Ivy Wild. He's like a wild guy. These are all actual people, and I'm just making characters for them. And there's one girl. Her name. Ooh, excuse me. Her name is Lady Panther. We have another guy, Panther Nasty. We have The Voice. We have Cali Blue. We have Mario, and we have. I'm not certain about her name, so I don't want to put her name out there.
If I were to make my YouTube channel, and I would make my name, my channel's name, I would make it from the 213 to the 408.
Okay, so you're from Los Angeles?
No, I mean I'm from California.
Okay. Well, okay, I got you. So you would just want to make something that's really known out there. You probably should put the Bay. If you're a 49er, you should probably put a Bay area code. Where people will identify where you live to your area code. Like people will identify 213 with Los Angeles, which is where
maybe
I'm from.
maybe like from the 510 to the 408.
Okay. You could also say the city if you wanted to. From Charlotte. I could have said from Los Angeles to Charlotte. I just think this is just grabs people's attention a little bit more.
Do you just like to create a name for your channel? Like you just want to create something that stands out? Is that why you created the 213 or the 704? You were just like you wanted to like have something that has a little bit of flair to it, so everybody, when people come to your channel, that's the first thing they're gonna see is that, and then they're gonna come and join your show. It'll kind of drag people.
Yeah, like this one here, if you see, that's kind of me, and it says 30 years strong, LA fan, and it says here 213 the 704 podcast, and it's got the the street pole there with a famous street in Los Angeles, which is Melrose. Then it got West Trade Street, which is in Charlotte. And you see here down below, it says LA 213 to SLT, which is Charlotte 704. Something like that. So I think it would bring, when they come to the channel, okay, you're a guy from Los Angeles or from somewhere else, and you rep the Carolina Panthers. And that's who I am pretty much. And I think there's a lot of fans out here. Like when I go to games like in San Francisco, or I used to go to games when the Chargers were in San Diego, or I go to SoFi or Arizona Cardinals, I go there. There is such a huge presence of Carolina Panther fans that are from here in the surrounding cities in Los Angeles, or California rather, and other states, not just Charlotte. So I want to represent those folks who are a big part of the Carolina Panthers fanhood, not just here, also in other countries, in Germany, in London. We have fans even in Japan, we have fans of the Carolina Panthers,
So are you having any international games this year? Because I know we're having like 2 international games. We're going to be going to Melbourne, Australia, to play the Rams, and then we're going to go to Mexico City, and we're going to play, I don't know the opponent yet.
You're playing the Raiders? Probably.
But we got a lot of international games, but
yeah, they haven't said us specifically. They said the Falcons, who was in our division, NFC South, and we are might be playing them or the New Orleans Saints in Paris. There was talks of that, but there hasn't been any word that I've heard yet. Maybe I should look into that. So you got 2 games that you're playing in different countries, huh?
Yeah, we got Rams in Melbourne, and then and then we're going to Mexico City. But we still don't know the opponent yet for Mexico City. They're still looking into it.
Wow. Well, that's pretty cool. What do you think about that?
That's cool. I've never been to Mexico. Actually, for fans to go to Mexico
I wonder
City,
if that's still true, because all the craziness that's going on in Mexico right now. I think that might be postponed. It should be cleared up by then, but in Mexico, they got a lot of stuff going on with the government and the cartel, if you're not aware.
I've never been to an international game before.
Huh.
Or to another country. I've never been.
Okay. How about another state?
I'm thinking about I know I'm not a Panthers fan, but I'm definitely I'll definitely check out the stadium and watch a game there. just to,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
would highly advise visiting Charlotte to go see a Carolina Panther game, especially as a 49er. I would say it's more of a hometown feel. It's kind of like how Candlestick used to be. I wouldn't say Levi because Levi is so far out away from their city and they're detached from, from their fanhood. And but Charlotte, the Bank of America Stadium, is right in the smack of downtown Charlotte, and it's just got this like old school for me how Los Angeles used to be. I'm an older guy, so I rep the Los Angeles Lakers. I just remember this whole ambiance of Charlotte's stadium being right the smack of downtown. You could just walk from all angles, all four sides. You literally could walk to the stadium and there's something going on. I get that old feel of Los Angeles, how it used to be there, good times, before all the economic things start happening that we have today in Los Angeles. But yeah, I definitely would advise you to go down to visit Charlotte when the 49ers play. You'll have a good time. Everybody's friendly there. They're super friendly, lots of food, lots of good banter. Just a quiet, really safe state and city. It's not just because I live here in Los Angeles still. So I'm saying that because I go to games there. I went to 6 games last year. I flew from here to see 6 games last year, and we lost all 6 games. And I was still happy, that city is something. It's magical. They call it the Queen City. If you didn't know, Charlotte is known as the Queen City.
So like when you go
there's
to
history to that as well.
So when you go to Charlotte, like, is there any section you recommend sitting at? Like, is the upper level better, lower level?
You don't have a bad seat. You don't have a bad seat. So if money's an issue, I would say, sit in the 500s. Anywhere is not a bad seat in there, but I would say anyone to sit. The great seats are in the hundreds. I love to sit in the corners, kind of 100 section 126. I've stayed in all the sections. You can stay from the middle of the field. But the lower field or even level field 2 is really good. It's really nice. Not a bad seat there.
So when you go to Charlotte, is everything in nearby distance? Because for me as a fan, when I go to stadiums,
hotels,
I'd rather
walking
have everything
distance
nearby where it's around, so you don't have to walk too far around to check everything out.
Yeah, that's why Charlotte is perfect for you, man. It's got everything there. The hotels are right there. All of the restaurants. There's some historical museums on game day. They got tons of stuff going on. They have old school. Tailgating. We have old school tailgating from barbecue pits on the grass area, up until organized tailgating, up until the stadium. It's very walk. I will say, if you get a seat in the section 500s, it's a walk. When you get in the stadium, it wraps up, but you have to walk this long tunnel that goes around, up into whatever section you are to the stadium. So it is kind of a walk if you sit in the 500s. But I will say they are supposed to be remodeling it, making it kind of like your stadium there in Santa Clara. They're opening up one part of the stadium so you can see the skyline of downtown Charlotte, which is one of the most beautiful skylines ever to watch a football game. It's old school. It's outdoors, no roof. Like I said, come whatever team you represent, and you have good vibes. No problem there at all. Good food.
That's why whenever I go to like stadiums and I go, I don't like this. That's why Levi Stadium. People don't like that stadium a lot.
Yep, because they took it out of the city.
Up in the top, the sun shines on you, so it's a lot more uncomfortable to sit up there. But in Candlestick, the old stadium that the Niners just ripped off, that one was a better stadium because you got the bay. So
you're right there.
All the bay, so you got the breeze coming through. You got all the stuff coming. Levi's Stadium, you got nothing. You got no bay. You got no nothing. Levi's, it's just a bunch of cement parking lot and everything, and there's no
industrial building, corporate buildings over there. There's no city life over there. You're closer to San Jose. Actually, I've been
That's
to
why
the stadium
Candlestick had
probably
a
4 times now.
lot of special things, but I never actually went to Candlestick. Never watched a game over there. I know a lot of
Really,
my friends had a lot of memories with Candlestick. They
I
had a
have
lot of
lots of
memories
memories there.
with
I have
Candlestick
tons
and
of
all
them.
the whole stories about what Candlestick meant and how it was all that stuff. But I never went there. So now going over to San Francisco and seeing ripping down Candlestick, and Candlestick Park is no longer there because now they're building like office buildings and stuff over there on the ground that used to be Candlestick. So
Yeah,
now I feel really bad going over there and seeing that's just a bunch of dirt and barren landscape, and there's nothing on there, and it's no longer there anymore. So
no, it's unfortunate. I feel
like
for
when
you,
I
and
go
I
over
can
there, and
relate to that.
because when you go to San Francisco, you want to go there and see Candlestick, but now it kind of like I still like to go to the city, but it's still not the best part to see Candlestick not being there. So then it kind of makes me feel a little bit like going to the city when like Candlestick isn't there. So the feel is not like the emotional feel is gone, really.
Yeah, I understand. I can totally relate to that because that's where I spent my becoming a better and more loyal Panther fan, because the Carolina Panthers used to be in the West Coast Division. So we would play your team twice. So the Carolina Panthers would generally always come out to Candlestick. So I would be able to see my team every year. So I spent a lot of time in Candlestick Park watching my team play the 49ers. In fact, when you said that it was kind of sad, I feel for you, and it hit me as well, because I remember seeing the Carolina Panthers play versus the 49ers the last time they ever played in that stadium, the last year, and that stadium was demolished the next year. So I saw the last game of the Panthers play the San Francisco 49ers at Candlestick Park. And
I
we
mean, it
beat you guys.
definitely made
And
a
we
lot
won.
of
We won that game.
it definitely made a lot of Niner fans who went to Candlestick. It definitely made them very emotional when they saw
Yeah.
all the bulldozers and all the brings onto
Yeah.
the ground and see them ripping down
Yeah,
the
I feel
stadium,
them.
tearing everything down, ripping everything down, breaking everything up, and all that stuff.
Did you see that, or you get this from your friends and family members?
No, if I because
Where do you get
I've
this
never
info
been there,
from?
so that's what whenever I ask my friends, I get educated about what they felt. So
Right.
now it's because it's fun to ask them how they felt, even though I wasn't there to experience it. It's always fun to ask them
What do you
how
remember?
did you?
What year that was? Do you remember when that was?
I
Around,
don't remember when the year. I don't remember the year, but
I think
it
it
was
was like
probably a while ago.
2012,
Um,
around that
unfortunately,
time.
uh, unfortunately, I wasn't there. Unfortunately, I wasn't there when I wasn't born around that time. Um, so I didn't actually see it. Um,
How
yeah,
old are
but
you? May I ask how old you are?
29.
Oh, really? Okay, you just didn't see it when they were demolished.
Yeah, but it'll just it'll it's always it's um it's like it's very sad, but like did you have like when you look at the Panthers, did you have any like favorite memories, like because I know a lot of
Absolutely.
fans
One
of
of my
me have
favorite.
like a
Absolutely, I can
memory.
agree. I could totally relate to you, what you're saying. I can relate to one of my favorite memories was playing the San Francisco 49ers, was that last game that we played there in Candlestick. Playing there. I also have favorite memories of when they played the Chargers, when the Chargers played the last game at their stadium before they moved to SoFi in Los Angeles. I can tell you that I just saw the Los Angeles Rams play my team in Charlotte. And I remember seeing the Panthers play them in 2017. And they played the Rams at the Coliseum before the Rams moved to SoFi. So
Yeah,
I've
because
seen
a lot of
my
people
Panthers play teams. Yeah, when their history of their football team moved somewhere else,
a lot of
which is
people
going
said
on
that
today.
Candlestick Park gave fans an old fashioned feel. like
Yeah,
old fashioned stadium,
yeah,
like
yeah,
not
yeah,
Levi's.
yeah,
Levi's is
yeah. I
more
would
like a
agree.
current stadium, but
Modern, it's a modern feel.
yeah,
So
but
yeah, so let me give you a take on that. So this is where I think that Charlotte, I was discussing earlier, Charlotte has a modern stadium, but it still has an old town feel where you feel like you're a part of something because of the location where it's at. It's smack dab in the middle of the city, downtown city where they do a lot of their business and they have a lot of banking business over there. But yet it's close enough to homes and parks, and it just gives you that old town feel, like what Candlestick used to do for people, as well as the football field in gosh, I don't know why I can't remember the name, but the one that was in San Diego for the Chargers at that time. That was a great place to go. I made many memories traveling from here as a Carolina Panther from Los Angeles. I would catch the train. It was called the Surfliner. And you would get on the train downtown Los Angeles. You would pay, I don't know, $13. It wasn't expensive to go on the train. And we would catch this Surfliner, which went up down the coast, south along San Diego, along the water line. That's why they called it Surfliner. And you would end up at the football stadium there for the Chargers. And that was a really good memory. As far as going to San Francisco, I can remember going to the last games at Candlestick. The only bad thing about them, but the fans were always great. I never had any issues. They have the best music, the best food, the best tailgating at a Candlestick. But the bad part was when the game was over, you would sit for hours upon hours to try to get out. They didn't have a lot of exit and entrances to the stadium, but you knew
because
that
that's the
going in.
because that's why the problem we have is when we go to like a stadium, and if we, for example, like we're trying to exit, the traffic's bad. Like that's why whenever we go, we normally don't stay for the whole game. We leave halfway,
Yeah.
because everybody's trying to get back home, get in their cars, get
Hmm.
back home. After the game is over, they're trying to
Yeah.
get back. So it gets pretty crowded. So um um I think the most like scenario that would be very similar would be like in a plane, when the
Hmm.
plane lands and everybody's getting off, and then you're waiting for everybody to get, so there's a bunch of, like, because we had that situation when we got on a plane, when we got off at the destination, and all the
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
are trying to sit down and wait until, to get our luggage and get up out of
Uh-huh.
our seat
Yeah,
and
I'm
walk
very
everywhere.
aware.
and
I
and
just
and,
got off
and
the
we
plane
and there,
a couple of
sometimes
days
there's a
ago.
bunch of people, so we need to wait, or because everybody's trying to leave at the same time, and we need
Yeah.
to get our thing and get off to our seat and walk to get out of
Right. Yeah.
the airport. So
Yeah.
I think getting out from a stadium and getting off, and gets and when you get off from the plane, when you get off, I think those might be the two, like, closest scenarios, like, to, like, as similar
Yeah.
as,
Well,
that
I
could
can
be
relate to
as
that, to the
close.
to the Candlestick being slow, and then also as well as Charlotte, because they have an issue with exits as well, and I think they're working on that this year, this summer, because they have some exits that are not very wide. So they have over 70,000 people there, and people want to get out, so you can't have them hurdling, like herds. People need space to breathe. So I'm kind of going real deep in with it, but those are some things that I can relate to that those types of things could be fixed. And that was kind of one of the topics I was mentioning earlier. SGA, is that what I call you? Can I call you SGA Sports Talk? What's your name? Hello? Okay, I lost you, SGA.
Mom.
Uploading. It says uploading. You still there?
I'm just-
Okay. Well, when you get a chance, come back. Okay, that was a very interesting conversation, by the way. Thank you, SGA, for that. That was pretty interesting because a lot of things you hit on are part of the reasons why I am a Carolina Panther, why I like to represent my team, and why I'm very proud of the team that I rep in the Carolina Panthers. And all those things you spoke on they can relate to our very rich owner, David Tepper. You know, he can improve things like this, making wider exits, maybe more exits or wider or a better situation than what they have there now. That's the only gripe I would have after being there for the playoffs against the Los Angeles Rams, who we should have, could have, would have won. Yeah, so somebody like him with all the money that he makes, and being one of the richest guys out there, definitely could benefit from doing things like that, working on the exits and maybe more paths to other directions, as well as making sure those exits to whichever part of the stadium that you leave from, that you are safe. Not just when you leave the direct vicinity of the stadium, but maybe going through the neighborhoods to get to your cars where people do park their cars, because you do have to walk through cities. And there's lots of establishments. If y'all don't know, Charlotte's got it going on out there after games. I mean, hands down, look like, a really good time there, and it's around Charlotte by the stadium itself, as well as the surrounding areas. Whenever I visited Charlotte, which went there 6 times last year, and I lost 6 games last year, and I kept going back. Saw the Panthers 6 times last year, and they lost 6 times, and I still got them. And I had to fight on these planes to get to these games, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. The experiences that I've had, and my journey of 30 years strong, being from LA, representing the Carolina Panthers, has truly been something that I'm proud of, and that something I could take home. I will be able to tell tons of stories, which my children already know, even when I'm older, and be able to tell them, that was something who I was a part of my life. So very proud of that, even though we have not come through the Super Bowl, but hey, we're going to keep pounding, right? Keep pounding. A lot of people put that mantra, being that was not our mantra in the beginning when we first came to existence. I think that came around 2004 or somewhere around there, from Sam Mills, as you know, when he came back his next year after cancer. So I think the inception of that, our keep pounding motto, was 2004, 2003. Can somebody tell me? But yeah, that guy, he could come back anytime. We lost a really good fan there. That was a good conversation we were having. So if you get back on there, just hit me up. I'll let you right back in. That's for sure. Once again, if you're watching, this is Cali Blue. I am not an AI. And this is the 213 to the 704 podcast. If you don't know, now you know. And fuck what you heard. Okay, I'm back. This is Cali Blue, your host of the 213 to the 704 podcast. Stand by, caller. We have a caller. Looks like, let's see, SGA is back. Back in the house. 2 seconds, sir. Welcome back.
I looked at a video of Sir Purr. Like it was on the Carolina Panthers YouTube channel. The mascot reminds me of my cat in a way, because in a way he's playful and he likes to get involved and knock things over and mess with and play around with people.
And that's Sir Purr. That is definitely Sir Purr's personality.
My cat has a very similar personality like that. He likes to knock things over, and then he looks at me and he ask me, did I do anything wrong? And then I tell my cat, you just knocked something over. But my cat doesn't know it. Because my cat only meows. That's the only way that he gets my attention.
Sir Purr has a little slight growl. Not as intimidating. More like a playful cat for sure.
But Sir Purr is very playful, like my cat.
Yeah, he's a jokester. Sir Purr is a big time jokester.
Which makes it kind of cute in a way, because he's very similar to my cat. So it's kind of cute to see him So do you think you want to be like a Carolina Panther stepbrother? Maybe.
All right. We would welcome that.
I mean, Sir Purr's such a great mascot, because I can see that he's really good with the younger kids.
Oh yeah, he's a big time. He's very involved in the city. He's been very involved with the hospitals. He's been very involved with lots of kids. He's also a stunt guy. That guy jumps for the beginning of the games. He jumps from the top of the stadium and kind of like on a jump line. What are those lines called?
Zip line.
Zip line. He does a zip line down to the middle of the field before the games.
But what do you like about Sir Purr? Like, what do you like about the mascot?
Well, I just like who he is and what he represents. He represents the Carolina Panthers. So
it's weird that we don't.
I think he's very unique. He's a very unique, mascot, and he's our own. And he's fun. He's joyful.
Sir Purr definitely is a stunt man, but our mascot for the 49ers. He's not much of a stunt man, so that shows that our mascot isn't that much fun like yours. Our mascot just comes out of the 49er tunnel with the players, and then he just interacts with them, and that's it. He doesn't do any.
But I've seen, to his defense, I have a picture with your mascot. I actually took a picture with him.
No, but I'm saying
I would say that he's very
do any stunts, because your mascot does a lot of stunts, but our mascot just walks out of the tunnel. He's very nonchalant, walking out of the tunnel with the players.
Yeah, well, he's more like a man. Ours is a cat. Cats are playful, right?
So our mascot doesn't have anything like that. We don't have any playful thing like that.
Your mascot, I would say, is more of a protector.
And during the introductions, and the players walk out with him, and that's it. That's all he does. He doesn't have any flamboyant aspect to him. But your mascot is flamboyant, so that means they have to.
Your mascot is in better shape than our mascot. Sir Purr's kind of pudgy. Your mascot's
our mascot, because our mascot isn't that fun, So they have to kind of do some adjustments to our mascot. Maybe I should tell the 49er team that they should adjust their they should make our mascot more engaging.
Well, hey, you have a right to speak your mind, and maybe if you want to write them that letter, by all means, go right ahead. Yeah. But as you were relating earlier, you were saying how you want to visit a team where there's everything there, like the hotel, the city, the restaurants, things to do near the stadium, and that's what Charlotte represents. If you go to a Panther game, there's everything is right there. It's literally
Yeah,
probably
that's
15 minutes from the airport,
Like 20.
20 minutes of Uber ride from the airport to get if you stay downtown Charlotte. You know what else? The other thing that I love about Charlotte's downtown area and their stadium, this stadium, this city is so clean.
maybe
It's
something
super
I
clean.
could
The
do is
streets are super clean.
maybe I
Everywhere
can
you go, it's super
maybe you
clean.
can maybe I can visit you, and maybe you can give me a tour around Charlotte. Show me around the areas. Show me around
Absolutely, we
what's
can
up.
visit. You can go. We can get a game day, and we can see. We can meet at the stadium. That's something I would like to be a part of. Is to
Yeah,
represent some type of tours to represent fans from all over.
yeah, you're a really cool guy. I really wanna you sound like a really nice person. I really like to
Thank
have you show
you.
me around Charlotte.
Yeah, I got a
You
dog.
sound
I
like
have
a
a big
really
dog. My dog
really
thinks I'm
jovial,
cool.
upbeat kind of guy. I really like you, like your everything.
Thank you. I have my
You
bad
sound
days.
like a
I have my good days and my bad
very
days.
good person. I mean, so that would be really cool because I've never been to Charlotte, and this is your team, so it'll be really cool for you to show me around the area because I'm
Absolutely,
more
man. I can
familiar
tie in. I got
to
a
San
lot of good
Francisco.
buddies that
I
are.
know more Barry more than anybody else does. So I'm not that familiar with Charlotte. I've never been there, never been to a game before. So it'll actually be pretty exciting for me to be my first time going to Charlotte and watching my first
I'd
Carolina
like to be
Panther
a
game.
part of that. I can tell you about the experiences that I know around the stadium because I'm not a charlatan, so to speak, but I have friends there who are very tied to Charlotte. They could show us lots of other places, but I could definitely give you that football experience to come and visit during a game time and the places to go where you get that good, wholesome, good, old school, good vibe. All ages, Charlotte is the place to be for friendliness. I'd have to say that. Would you say that?
Yes.
I would say Charlotte's a good city. I would say a lot of history in Charlotte.
Absolutely. Queen City.
Yeah, I would really if I went to Charlotte, a dream
Charlotte
come
is
true
named
for
after a
me would
queen.
be to visit Steph Curry's high school, the high school he went to. I would want to tour his high school. Where
Whose
Steph
high
Curry
school was that?
Charlotte Christian.
Uh-huh.
I would love to tour his high school there if they're giving tours of his high school.
You talking about who are you speaking of? I'm sorry.
He went to Charlotte Christian High School. That
Who?
was his high school he went to.
Who went there?
Steph Curry, and then he went to Davidson for college. So he went to Charlotte Christian for high school, and then he moved to went to Davidson for college.
Wow.
And then he's now playing for the Warriors.
So you'd like to see where he came from?
I would love to see his high school and see his the basketball court of his high school.
Okay.
Maybe they might give tours of his high school.
Hey, I might start that my darn self when we go down there. Stuff like that. That might be part of my tour to do. I think that's a really great idea.
For a Warrior fan, do you think that'd be kind of nostalgic to see his high school?
Absolutely.
And see Steph Curry's high school?
Yeah, it's a great memory.
Walk around the halls, walk around.
He's definitely one of
the cafeteria. Go over there.
Charlotte's very proud of him.
The basketball court, student section, all that.
Yeah,
stuff
see, that's what I want to bring to people. That's what I want to. That's why my show is called 213-704. And one of these days, one of my goals is to interview some of our best players for the Carolina Panthers who represent the 213.
And when I go to his when I tour his high school, there's a 98% chance that his Charlotte Christian Knights jersey that he wore when he was playing for Charlotte Christian, it'll be hanging somewhere in the school, somewhere in the basketball court, somewhere over there on the top in the rafters. His jersey will be hanging up there.
Absolutely, he's a stud. Steph Curry is a stud. How many years is he just gonna keep playing forever? Is he gonna be like the Tom Brady or like the LeBron?
So he's playing he's probably playing one more year, and then he's saying he's gonna be a free agent starting after 2027. He's gonna be a free agent, but I hope he retires as a Warrior.
Wow.
I hope Steph Curry retires as a Golden State Warrior for life. I hope he retires as a Warrior.
Yeah, well, I hope that comes true for you, but if it doesn't, you got to still support him.
But yeah, but I've seen a lot of and it will be even more nostalgic if you wear his jersey, his Charlotte Christian Ice jersey, and go in his school and walk around and have somebody take a photo in his high school jersey.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Like going to Charlotte wearing his high school jersey, wearing his Davidson jersey, just support him. I see a lot of Warrior fans going to Warrior games and wearing his high school jersey and his college jersey, going to games, just wearing that.
Yeah, well, you never know where his friends might have moved there.
So yeah, they wear that jersey. But it was great. It was great.
How did you come across my channel 213
I
to the
just went
704?
on YouTube and I just saw that you had a show YouTube channel about the Carolina Panthers. I just wanted to go. But yeah, I'll definitely subscribe to your channel once I get off the live stream. Next time you're live, put the I'll make sure
I tune in daily. Tune in daily, starting at 4 p.m.
See the link and click on the link and join. But it's great having me on, and I'll see you around.
Well, I appreciate you, and you come back.
I'll come back.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, that was pretty cool. I met a cool guy today here on the 213 to the 704 podcast. 30 years strong LA fan, still going, representing my Carolina Panthers. And that's going to be it for us. That was a really interesting person. We had a lot of great discussions. I advise you guys go back and play this back when it airs again and find out about some histories about your team, 49ers, you Chargers, and definitely you Carolina Panthers. This is Cali Blue. If you don't know, now you know. And fuck what you heard.